Hey everybody, how you doing out there in YouTube land? Quick little video today. This has to do with snow plowing. So I've been snow plowing for the same place for about 16 years, maybe 17 at this point. It's been a long time, nonetheless. I know my job well. I've pushed snow for the same place all these years. And recently, the client has requested that we use this GPS service thing and have a camera and this scale, this electronic scale thing on the salter, so it reads and records how much salt has been used by weight. The GPS unit lets them know when the truck gets to their property, so that they have a detailed exact time frame that someone's there and what time they leave. And on surface, it looks great. It's like, oh wow, that's awesome. So that's convenient. You don't gotta fill out paperwork. Not that I ever did. And they got an accurate count of how much salt you use, all that stuff. Well, here's the funny part. So my employer just a couple of days ago, even though I've been snow plowing since the snow's been hitting us, hands me a laminated copy of the property with color-coded areas of where to concentrate first when there's snow. Mind you, I've been doing this for a long time. I know where these areas are. That laminated sheet, you can do what you like with, but don't give it to me. And he hands me a stack of papers. Here's your paperwork. You got to fill out your paperwork. Didn't you just install this electronical doodad stuff in the truck that kind of eliminates the need to fill out paperwork? Now, mind you, on my phone, on the Notepad app on my phone, I literally record what time I get there, how many skid steer scoops of salt I use, and what time I leave. It's all recorded. It doesn't get deleted. I save the whole thing. So at any time they need records of what I'm doing, boop, I send it to them. I copy, paste, send. Done. No writing involved, no paperwork involved. I get to keep my copy because all I'm doing is just sending them a copy. It's on my phone all the time, whatever. But yet this is all still required. They're still requiring this. It's like, well, so you already have full detail of time entered, time left, salt used, but yet you still hand me paperwork. It's like, are you going full technology or not? What's the plan here? Why make it more complex? Why make it more confusing? Why add more work? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. On top of that, I watched a video this morning. I haven't been feeling very good today. I'm just under the weather, had cold, flu, whatever. So I've been just laying back under the blanket watching YouTube videos. And this one popped up, this younger dude. I believe he is in kind of the upstate New York area or maybe even Jersey. I'm not sure. But he's somewhere on the East Coast, northern East Coast. I can't recall where he's from. But he's a young kid in his 20s, probably not even 30 yet, owns his own snowplow business. So what they use is everything from trucks to tractors and stuff. And they had a cat that worked for him previously, and they showed a video of this guy coming back to the shop, parking his tractor and getting out and leaving and quitting. And so they were all like, well, what's he quitting? What's the problem? Why is he leaving? And he's, and the one guy that was mediating said he's got a problem with the tablet device. So they got to use a tablet that GPSs them to the next location. And what he said was that stupid effing tablet isn't working. Sent me to a place where there was already a guy working on the site. Now, The way the guy handled it, I don't agree with. He just up and quit, dumped the machine, parked the machine at the lot and just fucking left. He was like, I'm out. Fuck this. I'm done. And I understand that feeling. A lot of us get that feeling when you get frustrated and you're like, fuck this fucking place. I'm out of here. You fucking fucker, Everyone's been there, but the difference between character is that you joke about it, you get it off your chest, and you get back to work. Or you go full blown, fuck this, I'm out. Well, so everyone's clowning on him, being like, what the fuck, you can't just learn a fucking tablet, blah blah blah. But that's where, because I'm an old school guy, that's where I start thinking. I was like, he's not altogether wrong. He's wrong in how he handled it, but he's not altogether wrong. Now, you take all these new age ways of snow plowing and stuff like that, with your GPSs, cameras, scales, electronic doodads. Now, keep in mind, a lot of these things are connected to the salter, and salt plus electronics equals nope. So, you got a newer generation of guys coming out and plowing snow, and they're already iPad babies, and they're they're reliant on these devices. So, two things. One, when snow gets wet and heavy, lines go down. When lines go down, well, shit doesn't work. So what are these guys going to do when they're so reliant on these screens and tablets and devices to tell them where to go? And yeah, pretty much like that. Retarded. I love my dog being a fucking idiot. You hear that, Vinny? Yeah, you heard it. So, they're reliant on these devices telling them what to do and where to go. Now, what happens when these devices fail and go down? These guys have no experience operating without it. What are they going to do? They're going to throw their hands up and be like, dude, I don't know what to do. What do I do? My device ain't working. What do I do? Even though they're operating a machine or a vehicle that they've been operating, all of a sudden their brain shuts off. And they're like, what the fuck do I do? We've seen it. All of us in the trades have seen guys, younger crews come in and have no idea what the fuck they're doing unless they got a fucking detailed printout on their fucking phone or whatever. They can't just look at a project and be like, all right, we got to do that. No, they're like, oh, where's the printout? What? What do you mean? What? They don't know what to do. So, and I was scrolling through the comments because I was like, well, this kind of interests me, because it's in my, field. And every fucking comment was siding with the company, saying, oh, that guy's... And like I said, yes, I agree, the guy did handle it wrong. He should have been like, look, man, I'm going to do the job, but this fucking tablet thing, you can fuck off. If you don't want me to do it, fine, I'll leave, find another job. But he should have finished his day. There's people out there, that pay good money to have their shit plowed, and salted and whatnot. But not one single person defended that guy, in the knowledge of this guy knows what he's doing. He knows how to do his job. But yet you're all clowning on him because you don't want to use this fucking stupid device. What people aren't getting is sooner or later, those devices and that connection is going to be required for everything. You're not going to be able to start your car without an open connection. You're not going to be able to go to the bank without a connection. You're not going to be able to clock into work without a connection. You're not going to be able to go into the grocery store and buy food without a connection. Do you see where I'm getting at? You see where this is all leading to? You would think snow plowing would be the last industry, the last job that this technology shit would ever touch. Because what the fuck do they care if you're connected or not at 3 in the goddamn morning when you're getting a foot of snow? You shouldn't. But as I can confirm, working for a large company, they're already doing it. And the reason why this is my last season ever doing this, or even working for the guy I'm working for, come spring, I'm out skis. I've dead set. I'm done. I can't do it no more. I've lost so much money these last 2 years. I can't do it. But the level of mistrust from the company to our company, requiring us these electronic devices because they don't trust that we put down the right amount of salt or the right time, is absolutely appalling. Mind you, we haven't gotten a bonus from these people in quite a few years. We got like I guess our company got one quite a ways back, but of course the boss didn't share it with any of us that actually did the work. He pocketed all that shit himself. It's just the scumbaggery that you deal with in this kind of trade. But yeah, that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of it. Let me know what you guys think. Should we be going full digital, full electronic connection? Or should we be like, hey, on some of the shit, I don't think we need that. Because myself personally, I don't think we need it on everything. Landscaping, stonemason, outdoor trades, contracting, I don't think it's needed. It's not required. It shouldn't be. Experience. They're trying to replace experience with devices. That way, any retard can get in there and do it. Well, that's the problem. When you hire a retard, you get retard quality work. That's it. And I'm not knocking handy-tarded people at all. If they can work, fucking, all right, you go, buddy. There's several businesses I've seen actually challenged people doing it up. They might be a little weird, but they get the work. But that's it. Let me know what you guys think about all these high-tech bullshit, like invading like trades fields, because from where I'm standing, it don't look good. Anyway, guys, that's enough. This video, I gotta lay back down. I'm not feeling too hot. Hope you guys have a really great one. I'll see y'all in the next one when I got something more to bitch about. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.